champ. Y'all see what's going on. It's about to get ugly.
It's about to get real ugly, and not for me.
Is Claressa just a close friend stepping in to support Papoose through this messy split? Or was she always in the picture before things fully fell apart with Remy? People are side-eyeing how much time they've been spending together, and let's just say the optics aren't helping their case. Some think it's strictly business. Maybe they've bonded over their shared love for the sport, or maybe Papoose is managing her moves behind the scenes. But then you've got others who 100% believe they've already crossed that line and are just keeping it quiet until they're ready to go public. And trust me, the fuel to this fire got even hotter when Claressa finally clapped back at Remy Ma. Because if you thought she was just going to sit back and take those accusations, you thought wrong. Instead, Claressa came swinging, accusing Remy of being the one with multiple boyfriends and dragging her into drama that had nothing to do with her. Sis was not about to let Remy play the victim. Let's be real for a second. When someone claps back that hard, it's clear they're not just some casual bystander in the situation. Claressa didn't just brush it off. She came swinging, making sure everyone knew she wasn't about to let Remy drag her name through the mud. But here's where it gets interesting. The way Claressa snapped back, it wasn't just a simple defense. Nope. This felt personal. It was giving energy like she wasn't just protecting her name, but maybe protecting something more. And that raises a whole lot of questions. Because if she was really just a neutral party, why come back this strong? Why not just shrug it off and move on? The way she fired back makes it feel like she's emotionally invested in all of this. And that is what's making people side-eye her connection with Papoose.
And I'm a trained killer. Literally, like, I'm a trained killer. So it'd be like, they be talking about these girls, and it's like, I don't do no 30-second fights. 30 seconds? I'm gonna wear your ass out. Listen, you give me 3 minutes with any of them girls, it's gonna be bad. 2 minutes is gonna be bad. That's why I'd be like, what the hell?
Is this really just about setting the record straight, or is there more to this story than they're letting on? Because let's be real, when you don't care about something, you don't waste this much energy defending it. But Claressa? She was locked in, making it very clear that she's not about to let Remy play her. So what does that tell us? That this might not be just a friendship after all? And if there is something deeper going on, it makes this drama 10 times messier. But speaking of messy, let's take a step back and remember what's at stake here. Because before all this chaos, Papoose and Remy Ma were the definition of Black love goals. And now, it's like watching a perfect love story crumble in real time. Once upon a time, Papoose and Remy had something that people actually looked up to. Their story was all about loyalty, devotion, and sticking together through anything. And before the scandal hit, they had some iconic moments that made fans believe in real love. I mean, think about it. When Remy went to prison in 2008, people thought that was it. Most couples wouldn't survive that. But Papoose? He stood 10 toes down. He didn't just wait for her. He married her while she was behind bars. Let's talk about commitment. While most men would have moved on, Papoose made sure the world knew he was waiting for Remy. And when she finally got out, they picked up right where they left off like nothing had changed. So, seeing how it's all falling apart now? Yeah, it's a lot to process. And with Claressa suddenly in the mix, defending Papoose like it's her personal battle, you can't help but wonder, is this really just about setting the record straight? Or is something way deeper brewing behind the scenes? When people talked about real loyalty in relationships, they were talking about Papoose and Remy Ma. The way he stood by her through everything, that was legendary. He didn't just love her in the spotlight when everything was going great. He held her down through the absolute worst of times. This man was writing letters, making visits, and staying committed even when it seemed like there was no end in sight. And let's be real, not many people would have had the patience or dedication to wait 6 whole years for someone who was locked up. But Papoose did.